He was just over a pound when he was born a year ago, but little Joaquin Domasig has been a warrior fighting the odds ever since. Now he'll be able to celebrate his first birthday at home, and as Manesa Dhanabalan tells us, community generosity through a GoFundMe page will help with his journey.
$15,000 in just 5 days. Lots of love for Joaquin Domasig, who was born 12 weeks early on April 5th last year.
Like coming out, he was only 1 pound 6 ounces.
His lungs weren't fully developed, so he was on breathing support for 3 months. He developed several infections, including pneumonia, and he even went into cardiac arrest.
Like, I still haven't been able to talk about it, but it's a lot. I don't know. That's really hard. So seeing him like go through that and being here with us is very, very thankful.
In November, he got a tracheostomy, a tube in his neck that allows air to flow into his lungs.
Rest like a complete 360 before he would be awake like 10-15 minutes at a time and then sleep for like an hour, 2 hours because he can't do it. Like he's exerting a lot of energy just to breathe, and now that the machine is breathing for him, he could do more. Like he likes to play, he likes to jump, he likes to roll over.
After staying at McMaster Children's Hospital for almost a year, he can finally go home this week. But he still needs to be monitored 24 hours a day, which will require the presence of a nurse for part of the day.
Like the machine would beep, someone would have to be awake and help him with that. And also he likes to pull on his tube.
His mother says it'll be another 2 to 3 years before he can breathe on his own. Even though the government takes care of most of the costs, they still have additional things they need to pay for out of their pocket.
Before we ended up doing the trach on for him, we were given a heads up that it could cost up to $10,000 to $15,000 a year for supplies that aren't covered by government,
including the cost for a feeding tube that's connected to his stomach. So members of their family created the GoFundMe page, and they were overwhelmed by the support for their little warrior.
It's been really tough, but we're just really thankful that a lot of people help us.
And people are continuing to show their support. Manesa Dhanabalan, CHCH News.